I am a 4K leader. I am super excited and nervous because I have never hosted a work with me before. So I'm excited to definitely step more into my leadership role and get uncomfortable and do this. I reached out to Britt today because I have also been like on my kind of own little journey, like reconnecting with my faith and things like that. So I reached out to Britt today and asked her if I could do, the regular work with me, but talk a little bit about something that has been on my heart. And I just like listened to a podcast this morning from Joel Osteen. I think that's how you say his last name. And I literally like felt like it was like talking to me, like shaking me, like so. I reached out to Britt. So I have, like I said, I'm a 4K leader. I have definitely, like wavered in like my leadership and things like that. I have a relationship that is not very supportive, not the healthiest. And I have allowed myself and my excuses, I have three boys. And on top of that, I work full time. And I just found out, well, not just found out actually, because Wednesday I'm
Hold on, you're muted. I don't know what happened. Hold on.
new. Okay, can you hear me now?
Go for it.
Okay, I have no idea where that cut me off. So, on top of three crazy boys and a busy schedule, I work two jobs. I have been a CNA, LNA for 7 years. Plus, I just recently picked up a job as a program manager at a teen center. So then finding out a couple days, not weeks, a couple days before Halloween that I was 8 weeks pregnant. So officially 20 weeks on Wednesday. So I've just been allowing all of those excuses and life circumstances just to, oh, sorry, my crazy kids and my dog, allowing those things to just like, keep me stuck and as an excuse to, like not wake up early and do things fully that I should be. So, with that, I was listening to this podcast this morning, and it was talking about high times. And, he was saying how when you've been doing something for, over a period of time, things are not going the way that you're expecting. It's easy to, lose your position and like your energy and the things like that. You get stuck and you're expecting things to not change, like you can't accomplish your goals and your dreams, things like that, like you tried before, and you start to believe it. And he talked about how it's not always about like when you're expecting things to happen. It is about unexpected seasons. And he said this scripture that now is the high time to wake up out of your sleep, for you are nearer to your salvation than when you first believed. And it made me think like, I have totally been like sleeping on, Operation Winning and then rolling out these bonuses. I have an account that I could work underneath my own that I could hit 4K. I know I'm capable of hitting 4K. I did it back last year when I wasn't running for a promotion, but I did it because I wanted to prove to myself. I knew I was capable. I wanted it to, it was more than just a bonus. It was the lives I was changing and the people I was impacting. So like I know I am totally capable of this. And I was driving today after listening to this podcast. I've listened to it probably like 3 times today. And I was driving and it just kind of like hit me like this is literally a life-changing opportunity. I am due in June. These bonuses, even, so I could hit 4K on that account and, 12K on my own account. Like even just thinking about like 4K, like that is setting myself up for an extra $500 a month, 2 months after having a newborn, like not just a newborn, as well as, you know, three other boys. Like that's a lot. And that is just like, I'm just like literally listening to this podcast. I'll share it after because I don't think I shared it this morning. But I literally was like, I literally felt like I was being shaken. Like, wake up. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you like sleeping on this opportunity and your potential? You know, it's easy like when you're in the beginning and like, you know, the honeymoon stage, as to say, you know, you have all of that energy and you're constantly sharing it and you're doing all these things. Um, so why, you know, after like all of this time, like why, like I just, it literally was like wake up, like you're sleeping on something that literally can change your life. Like I believe, you know, like in this business and what I'm capable of, you know, my vision. That's why, regardless of my circumstances in my relationship, like I haven't given up. I keep going, regardless if anyone else sees my dreams or my goals or, you know, what I'm working for. I know what I'm capable of and what I can accomplish with this. So let me find, there was another good part that I highlighted that I wanted to share. So, you know, that self-doubt and things like, you know, being stuck in the negative, like, you know, it's never going to happen. This has been my circumstances up until this, you know, that scripture, it was like God is saying, like, you're closer now to seeing it all happen than you have ever been. You're coming into your high time. Things are suddenly going to change in your favor. Blessings are going to chase after you. Things are suddenly going to show up. You're going to see the high times, but you've got to wake up. That's like, that is the only thing. Like, this is only going to happen if you start believing and, you know, you start thinking, expecting things are going to change, talking it like it has already happened. You know, Britt and Krista, and they always say, like, walk it like you talk it, like, wake up, you know, new levels are coming, it said, you're going to start seeing explosive blessings, like more than you have ever seen. Like, you just have to recognize you're in your high time. And this was literally like, like I said, I literally felt like I was being spoken to, like God was speaking to me. I was being shaken, like, wake up, like this is the time, like get out of your own way and just do the dang thing. And it's so crazy to me because I literally have just restarted like my connection with my faith and things like that. You know, I used to always go to church when I was younger, but you know, life and things like that, you know, the relationships that I got into and stuff, you know, that changed. So it was just so insane to me to like you know, connected. Like I just went up and picked up the Bible, actually Britt suggested to me, and it is so amazing. But it was like it was my wake up call. It was my moment. Like I felt it in my soul. Like this this is what you have been waiting for. This is what, you know, this is what you're asking for. This is what you need. Like this is the foundation, like that can completely change my life. It's just, you know, it talked about thinking it, believing it, like speaking it. You know, you're close to victory and breakthrough. It's not the time to get discouraged and give up. Because when you're close to like that breakthrough, you know, with circumstances and things changing, you're gonna have that negative that's saying, you know, just settle. And I loved this, like it literally stood out to me. Don't think of the what ifs. Doubts can talk yourself into defeat. Um, so like it really, what I just got was like when things seem impossible, that's when you really need to dig your heels in, like pedal to the metal. The odds may be against you, but you know, you have to know that God has your back. Things happen not in the season that they're meant to, you know, things are changing in my favor. Like I just felt like, you know, there has been so many times that I have just wanted to give up and let all that, you know, negative and not support, like just let me give up. Like, is it worth it? You know, like, because they don't see the instant gratification, but you know, are not open to see my, you know, my goals and what I believe behind it. So I love that it said those things that held you back in the past, they're not your destiny. That's not how your story ends. Don't let negative circumstances convince you to settle where you are. What you're hoping for is closer than you think. You are in your high time. And I just was like I said, I've literally listened to this podcast like 3 times today, because I just like totally, I feel it in my soul and my heart. It just spoke to me. And so like all of this, like me, the letting self believe, not self belief, not believing in myself, self doubt, and letting, things that I know I should be doing, not doing. Like I said, I started a new job, and it's like an office job, kind of running a community center. But my boss asked me if I could scan into the printer the letterhead to the computer so she could do something on it at home. And I'm like, I have no idea like what I'm doing. Like all my excuses always like, oh, I'm not tech savvy, things like that. And I was like, no, okay, let me just like YouTube it. I'll figure it out. I watched a 2-minute video and literally figured it out and sent it to her, and that's always my excuse. Like, oh, I'm not tech savvy. This is why I'm, not good at X, Y, and Z, reels, TikToks, things like that. No, it's not that I'm not tech savvy. That's just my, lack mindset, my lack of self-belief in myself. Because as quick as I was able to not hesitate and YouTube a video to figure that out, why should I not be doing that in my own business and putting in as much, effort into my own business as somebody else? And it just made me like realize like we literally have an unbelievable team. It is, the way is paved, like to succeed, all of the trainings, all the resources. It's just about taking action, making it happen, believing yourself. Stop avoiding the things and just doing the dang things that you should be doing and the things that make you uncomfortable. That is why I'm super excited to be leading, Monday Night Work with me this month, because I will call myself out. To be honest, I suck at, doing the dang things that I should be doing, not doing enough IPAs, not having enough conversations, things like that. So I am calling, yes, I'm sorry, but I don't suck. I am calling myself on that and, stepping up and growing into my leadership role. So I'm super excited about this. And I definitely appreciate you guys listening and letting me pour from my heart a little bit that I just needed to get off my chest. So with that being said, I do have a list of actual IPAs that we'll do, not super, super long, because I need to practice more. So getting a hang of my own like IPA schedule. Oh, sorry, my son, I'm hiding in the bathroom, the one quiet place in the house, and my son decided to come play basketball. So first we'll interact on Facebook stories for 5 minutes. I'll set a timer and I'll mute my basketball game going on over here.
Do you guys care if I put on some self-development while we're doing, or do you guys focus better with quietness? Do you care? Okay, cool. I'm like, I get awkward when it's quiet. 1 second.
I just can't settle. There's something inside me that demands more out of life, more than most expect, more than most are prepared to work for. I refuse to settle for an average life. I refuse to conform to what others want for me. Others' belief of what I should do with my life. I refuse to be a slave to the system. I refuse to believe in impossible because I know anything is possible. I refuse to stop working on myself. I will never stop learning, never stop growing and pushing the limits. I refuse to give in full stop. You've been a will not stop believing there is better than this. I know there is more to life than this. I refuse to stop searching for better, searching for solutions. I refuse to stop growing, becoming a better version of myself. I refuse to be brought down to the level of the haters and the naysayers. Because I know if they knew any better, they would do better. I refuse to follow others. I walk my own path. Even if that path is not as popular with the majority. I refuse to stop believing in miracles. And I intend to create a few today.
I will not accept whatever comes my way. I will go out and hunt for what is mine. I refuse to settle for average. It might be okay for others, but it is not okay for me. It's not okay for me.
I refuse to be unhappy with my life. I choose to be grateful. I choose to be blessed. I refuse to settle for anything but the best in every area of my life. That's what I deserve. That's what I will get.
I've always wanted more from life. Not more things, not more money, more juice, more life, more quality. I've always wanted to live at the highest level, the very peak of my capability. And because I'm always getting better myself, that bar is always rising. Because I'm always growing. My expectations are growing. My goals are growing. My results are growing. I am growing. I will not accept limits. Limits are there to be put. I will not listen to the doubters. I will not listen to the naysayers. I will not take on their limits. When no one thinks you can, that's when you have to.
I refuse to be ordinary. I will never settle for anything less than legendary.
What's possible can only be known by those who refuse to believe in impossible.
I refuse to believe in impossible because I know anything is possible.
Is it going to be easy? No. Is it going to be hard? Hell yeah. And that is the best part. The best part is pushing through the pain. The best part is the challenge.
You need to have goals that seem out of reach. At least goals that are hard to reach. You pushing through all the crap in your way to get there.
Okay, like less than a minute for that timer. So just finish up. Okay, now we can go ahead and interact on our Facebook feed. I'll set another 5-minute timer.
Pass all the demons to get to your goal. You climbing and climbing to reach the top of that mountain peak that no one thought you could reach. It's you hearing your body say no more, and then hearing your mind say, shut up, I got this. I'm in charge today, and you're coming with me.
You see, your mind is stronger than your body. And if you program your mind to always go one more round, to always push past what you perceive as your limit, to give more than anyone else would ever expect from you, sooner or later your body will realize this guy pulled that up, so I'm just gonna have to grow with him. Your muscles in the gym and in life can only grow with resistance, with struggle, and by pushing the limits, by expanding expectations.
In the gym, putting a little more weight on the bar each time, going a little further further each time, pushing a little harder each time. In your life, extending your goals a little more each time, learning a little more every day, expanding your mind every day, pushing the limits of what is possible for you until you break that barrier you need to break. Then you set a bigger goal, a more exciting goal. Add more weight, do more reps, add a new challenge. Challenge equals growth. You cannot and will not grow without challenge. And that's what I mean when I say the best part is that it's hard.
That's what separates the average and the great. The average run from hard, they hide from challenge. The great run towards it. They love a battle and they grow from challenge. Without challenge, life is dull and void of meaning.
Without pushing yourself in the gym, you will never get any results. In life, if you don't push yourself, if you don't have clear targets to work toward that require you to step out of your comfort zone, that make you uncomfortable, you cannot grow your character and you will not grow your life.
So what do you want for your life? You want to take the easy road or you want to take the growth road?
Push yourself. Start where you are with whatever you have and work toward what you must have. Become obsessed with your targets. And when you break through that barrier, give yourself a pat on the back and then get back to work. The time to grow is always now. Is there anything better in life than growing? No. That feeling, the knowing you push yourself to this point, you faced every challenge and you prevailed. There's not many better feelings in life. Challenge equals growth. You cannot and will not grow without challenge.
Discipline, hard work, sacrifice, hard work, dedication, hard work, relentless, hard work. I see the goal in the distance. It's far away. It's blurry. I don't know how I'll get there. I see the obstacle, the challenges, the demon. Blinkers on. I move towards my goal. One challenge at a time. I will face. I will destroy. I know nothing is stronger than my will. No challenge too great. No setback too large. I will get there if I don't quit. And I will never quit. It's the challenge that excites me the most. The growth, the journey, the pain that is a gift from the gods of growth. Don't back down from a challenge. Run towards it like a warrior. Destroy that challenge. When you feel like quitting, remember all of those who said you'd fail. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. When you feel like quitting, remember what you're doing it all for. When you feel like quitting, remember pain is temporary and greatness lasts forever.
When you feel like quitting, remember that the pain you feel today will be replaced with the strength you need tomorrow. Remember that every ounce of pain you feel is building a stronger you, a stronger body, a stronger mind, and a stronger character. So push through the pain. Don't let it stop. Force it to grow you. Don't back down from the pain. Face it. Feel no pain. There is no pain. That painful last rep. That's nothing. Give me more. Push harder.
Too tight, too hard, too busy, too early, too stretched. No excuses. Too tight, no excuses. Too hard.
Okay, that timer is up. So I never really know. Like some people, I guess maybe everyone does it different, but some people like jump back and forth, like interact on Facebook stories and feed and then go to Insta and then go back. But so is it fine to just like unfriend and friend on Facebook and then go to Insta, or is it like an algorithm thing?
That doesn't hurt your algorithm or anything like that. So if you jump back and forth to both platforms, let's say like you're on Instagram and you're doing your IPAs there, and then you move over to Facebook and do it back and forth over there, it's not going to hurt your Instagram because you're working both equally. It's two
Okay.
separate
So we'll just keep going along how I have it written down. So unfriend and friend for 5 minutes on Facebook, either through latest latest like interactive and things like that, or earliest. So let me set another 5 minute timer and go.
When I feel quitting, I remember there's too many people I need to prove wrong. When I feel like quitting, I remember I have too much to fight for. I will not quit. Sleep in, death for grandma. I'm up, I'm ready to go. Quitting, that's for those who have no heart. I do not quit. Your greatest physique, your greatest health, your greatest strength, it doesn't come with average effort. If you want average results, keep showing up and giving average effort. If you want to be at your best, you will have to give your best effort. Make an oath to yourself that you will not walk out of any training session, any game, anything without giving 110% of your soul. Whatever you think is your limit, push past it. Whatever you think is your max, see if you can get 10% more out. Results don't lie. It all comes down to one simple question. How bad do you want it? And when you feel like quitting, give me 10 more. Nothing great is going to come if you quit. I know it's hard. I know you are tired. I know it seems impossible, but you must keep going. The hardest worker in the room is always going to be the talented guy who doesn't work hard. In the end, maybe not every time, but in the end,
I'm just gonna repeat that because that was so good.
the hardest worker in the room is always going to be the talented guy who doesn't work hard. In the end, maybe not every time, but in the end, hard work always wins. Talent doesn't guarantee you anything in this world. A good education doesn't guarantee you anything in this world. The world is riddled with smart people who have never achieved anything of significance. This world is full of talented individuals that never made it. The world is full of expensively educated kids that are outperformed by high school dropouts. Talent won't get you anywhere if you don't work for it. Talent won't get you anywhere if you have no heart. Talent is nothing if you have no guts. The one who is hungrier to reach the top will always get there before the talented guy. Maybe not immediately, but in the end, hungry always wins. In the end, hard work always wins. In the end, heart wins. Courage wins. In the end, the one who is more dedicated to reach the top will win. How can you beat the guy who will do whatever it takes? You can't. Hard work always beats talent when talent thinks he is too good to work hard. Talent can be a blessing, but it can also be a curse. It can make you think you don't need to work as hard as the other guy. And that is a mistake, my friend. Because the other guy is hungry. He is hunting your ass down, ready to fight. Fight for everything. Fight for his family. Fight for his legacy. Fight for everything. While you rest, I will work. While you rest, I will rest, I will visualize. While you rest, sorts of excuses why they can't make it. They didn't get the right education. They aren't as talented as the other guy. They don't have the money. Listen, excuses are for the weak. It wouldn't take you
Okay, the timer for that one is done. So now we can jump over to Instagram stories and direct there for 5 minutes. Also, while we're over there, I should have said this before, but if you took like a boomerang or anything, share this in your stories while we're doing it. Show our community. And if you shared any, totally tag me.
story. Who came from a little education, no talent, but a relentless desire.
Okay, that timer is finished up. So finish in any story interactions you're doing, and we interact on Facebook feed for 5 minutes, and I will set another timer. Sorry guys, I went a little over on that timer. Oh, that's weird. So one thing I wrote down that I really liked was you must be social on social media to grow, which is totally something, you know, that I need to remind myself. Um, I don't know why. It's so, you know, you get stuck in your old ways and things like that. And it's so easy to avoid the simple, easy things. So I liked that. I don't have too much more. We interacted on stories, we interacted on feed, posting stories. I don't really have too much more. Like I said, I am learning and growing my self-confidence and my IPAs, you know, consistency and things like that. So I will be jumping on as many as I can throughout the week with my crazy work schedule. But that is all I have for tonight. I so appreciate you all for showing up. My heart is so full for listening to me, letting me share a little bit before, and also just helping me grow and get uncomfortable because this pushes me to also, you know, get out of my own way and just do the dang things. So I have so much love and appreciation for all of you. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their Monday night. That's all I have. If I don't know, Britt, if you want to say anything, but that's all I have. I appreciate you all, and I am so glad I did this. If that's it, I guess we're done. Bye, guys. Love you all. Thank you.